welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to track the consumer sentiment index so that if you are doing any analysis of stocks and stuff like that, you can use this tool and then you can track the consumer sentiment index and to see whether your projections for the future will be true or not. Yeah. Okay, so first of all, you got to go to StockPenguins.com over here, go and register for an account. All right, once you're in, for example, you can see over here, you can move over to the economic indicators portion right here. Okay, what you want to do is, okay, let me just refresh this for you. If I go back to stock screener and then I go to economic indicators, okay, what I want to first do is I want to select the date range over here. So I want to look at the past 10 years of data. That's the first thing. All right, so I've already selected the range over here. And then afterwards, I'm going to select consumer sentiment right here. Okay, so it'll take for a while for it to load over here. And then you can clearly see the sentiment, for example, is based on a score, it's based on the index itself. So for example, it has been highest at what, 2020, and then afterwards it just went down and down and down. Yeah. So I mean, this data is the official data from the reports that the government releases and stuff like that. So you can see before COVID, basically, the consumer confidence was quite high, and then now it's pretty much down and stuff like that. I do believe it's very much because of inflation and stuff like that, but you can do your analysis yourself. In this tool over here, you can also change it to a chart format. So if it's easier for you to see, you can change it to this chart over here. If you need to export it, so imagine you're doing a presentation or you want to give some presentation or give a report or something like that, you can basically export it with this button over here. If not, you can just screenshot it here as well. All right. If you want to lay over multiple charts, for example, you want your economic indicators together with a stock price. So for example, you're trying to map iPhone sales and iPhone demand according to consumer sentiment, right? So for example, the Apple stock chart over here, I've just laid over that stock price over here. So you can see, okay, it's not very clear in this chart right here. You can see, for example, the red chart is basically Apple stock price, and then the consumer sentiment is basically the blue line over here. And it's not really correlated, right? Apple is still doing very, very well, despite the consumer sentiment going down. So it just goes to show you that Apple's a very strong company. Even the consumer is buying during this period as well, right? So you can basically see and track it multiple indicators at the same time. Yeah. If you want to use this tool, feel free to use it. Just go to stockpenguins.com and then